Morning. How are you all doing here today? It's a beautiful Saturday morning after we've had 3 days of tons and tons of rain. Welcome, Shelby. Hi, Nancy. How are you today? All kinds of Melvin. It's Melanie from Germany. Welcome. I like is that Winnie the Pooh? I was just talking about Winnie the Pooh backgrounds yesterday, and let me make sure my volume is low here on my computer. Yep, cool. Hey, Aura, welcome. Today's going to be really chill. I'm just going to uh, do a quick little eye for you all, just a little bit with the tone. I'm in a tone sort of mode. I haven't been doing too much. I'll just leave it. I haven't been doing too much in the ways of life drawing. Welcome, Peter. I've been doing a lot of tonal drawing, and so I'm a little bit slower with my drawing skills. Dennis, welcome. And this is the Kimberly, welcome. Nice to see you all here today. What you see on your screen, I just put up what we worked on last. Hey, Kat. Phoenix, Arizona. Man, do I wish I was in Phoenix, Arizona right now. I love Phoenix, Arizona. Helen, welcome. Megana, welcome. Sankara, hey, welcome. So I'm going to get started, okay? Because I'm not going to... Sandy, welcome, Sandy. What you see here on the thin little piece of paper is the sketch. I only worked on it for hey, welcome, Icarus, for about an hour. I worked on it an hour yesterday. This week was really not a good week in terms of drawing time. So today is going to be my drawing time. Yeah, it's beautiful. I've gone to Phoenix, Arizona quite a bit for these Infusionsoft, which is now Keep seminars. 48 degrees. Wow. Yeah, that's cold. Gosh. Welcome, Diana. You got it. Yep. So I'm going to warm up a little bit here today. I'm just going to kind of do a quick little drawing out of my imagination. Welcome, John of an Eye. And yep. Okay. You guys ready for this? So this is what I did last week. I posted it on Facebook. I posted it on my Instagram. And yeah. So let's get started. Frankie J, welcome. Benedict Wendell. Let me put this over here so it doesn't get destroyed as it falls on the floor under the wheel of my computer chair. As I say, let's not let it get destroyed. Okie dokie. So what are we confronted with here? Let's let the camera focus. Nothing. A blank piece of paper. Okay. And what I want to do is the same type of thing that I did last week, where I started off drawing that statue with a little bit of a shape. The difference between last week and this week is that this week I'm just going to kind of do this out of my imagination and let the cards fall where they may. So I'll just get started here with some really nice soft tone, and I'm just first marks that you put down on the paper, what needs to happen, and I'm paying attention. Somebody told me last week they were a little annoyed with me because I kept moving my mouth away from the microphone and they couldn't hear me, and then I went closer. So I'm going to be, hey, Michael, and Made by Dawn, welcome. I'm going to be very, very conscious of keeping my mouth near the microphone. All right. So first line that you put down on the paper, whether you are doing a drawing for Instagram, or you're just sketching at home and you're having fun, or you're doing a figure drawing in class on a big 18 by 24 piece of paper, try to visualize okay, how much paper do I have around me, and visualize where what you are going to draw is going to fit. Now, of course, my hand is, so what do we do if my hand is all shaky? I haven't drawn at all this week. So what do? We do figure eights, we do figure eights, we do figure eights. Okay, and I'm just going to use this piece of paper. Screw it. Scribble, 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 and then just scribble right into the drawing. So don't be so perfect with it. So you see what I just did there? So I scribbled, and I should press down a little bit harder. Let's get that hand going. My forearm is so stiff this morning. I haven't drawn at all. I don't have my touch. and I'm going to scribble right into this shape. Okay, I'm still trying to visualize how this is all going to fit on my paper. Okay, so yes, we are drawing an eye. Doesn't that look like an eye already? My God. Let me just get a quick piece of tape here. I got tape. Blue tape is my best friend in the studio. So what that is, and where I like to start drawing eyes, is with the shadow under the eyebrow. So this little soft tone over here is going to represent our eyebrow. This little soft tone is going to represent eyelashes. Okay, and then I can start to slow down and do that upper eyelid. Okay, and I can start to just have some fun here. And maybe I'm going to come on in. I'm just looking at my screen to make sure this is going to fit on the paper. And I'm going to shade up a little bit over here into that eyebrow. And now I want you to really pay attention to my eyes when I'm drawing. I'm looking down. So yesterday in class, welcome Ileana, Danny Chen, Jill, Michael, Joel, Dana. Yesterday in class, we had a model via Zoom, and I was watching my students draw because I can see them all in their little boxes. And I'm like, please, 50% of your time looking at the model, the other 50% of your time looking at your paper, because some people were just, they glanced at the model for like a second and then they just drew looking at their paper. And so, in essence, what they were doing there was drawing out of their imagination. So this is kind of, I've done this many times before in class. It's a little bit of a formula, but I'm trying to show this to you guys in terms of how I like to start. So the tape that I like to use, it's pretty expensive tape, but you can buy it anywhere, is the Scotch Blue. Now, don't fall victim to saving a little bit of money and buying the no-name brand, because the no-name brand doesn't work as good as the Scotch Blue. And the Scotch Blue has many different types. They have delicate, they have all different types. Just get the regular blue tape, okay? It peels off very nicely and your artwork doesn't get destroyed. So what we have here is a little bit of tone. Okay, and now what I want to do is scribble again. Scribble. I know that's off the monitor. I'm having a little bit of trouble today with my continuous line that I like so much. Now, your lower eyelid, make sure that our lower eyelid is going to be nice and light. Okay, you do not want that lower eyelid dark. And so now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do a little bit of the lower eyelid, and it's going to be a nice soft tone. So I'm starting off extremely soft. And with this one, when you do a drawing like this, the first thing that you want to do is you ask yourself the question, okay, where's the light coming from? So my light's coming from the top left, hitting this eye. So that means when I draw this part of the eyebrow, let's talk about what not to do. Okay, so when you draw an eyebrow, and let's do it a little, doesn't matter. Let's just do it over here. When you draw an eyebrow, don't press down really hard right away and do all those individual lines, and just try to keep it really soft because hair is soft. Now, again, this is within the context of that you're doing this kind of soft, long duration drawing. This is not gesture drawing. This is not a stylized sort of thing. This is more of an academic way to start. Hey, Dana. Thank you so much, Dana. And so I'm going super light with this. So your eyebrow, when you draw an eyebrow, try to stay away from round eyebrows like this, okay, with the round eye. Don't do that. That's somebody that's really surprised. What I'm doing is I'm drawing somebody who's maybe has a little bit of a curious look on their face, but they're kind of in a quiet mood and they're not really in a loud mood. Okay, so that is how I would start a painting, a digital painting, just about anything. Okay, and so now I'm going to so my light's coming from top left, and I'm going to this is going to curve under. This is like a little bit of a cylinder. So as it curves under, Just what did we talk about 3 weeks ago on the live stream? Scribbling. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just scribbling very lightly. I do have my light touch, I'll admit that, and I'm happy that I have that today. But what I don't have is my continuous line. So the pencil that I am using is just the same pencil that I use for every single one of these videos. It's just a Prismacolor Col-Erase. And so, yep, I should have some materials. I don't think I put my materials in the video description today, but all of my other live stream videos, I put the materials in there. So now you can live here for a little while. You can live here and you can press down really lightly. We can get, this is called doing a ghost-like impression of, in this particular case, the eye. But what we would do is we would do a ghost-like impression of the body. So, yep, I'm going to do a little bit over here. I think I just heard my son. He just woke up. It's 10 o'clock. He must have gone to sleep pretty late playing video games with his friends. So shading first, no lines. With this particular style of drawing, yes. So what I should do is draw an eye right underneath it that has line. So maybe that's what the live stream will be about. Maybe the live stream will be about, and it's going to look weird, an eye under an eye. Oh, God. So I could do line, even though I don't have my line today. My forearm feels like a stiff brick made out of concrete. So sure, I can do line, or at least I can try to. Gosh, why is that happening to me today? Okay, so I'm going to try to be deliberate with it. Line, line, line. Not shading with tone, but shading with line. So you could start either way, okay? I like to do both. I'm not an artist who is just locked in to tone next to tone because I love lines so much. I like lines so much because that's how I do my gesture drawings. But for this particular drawing, I guess today's live stream will be a little bit of a comparison, how to do this with line and how to do this with tone. Okay, so maybe what I should do is be a little bit more positive and not say that I don't have my touch today, but maybe just draw. Okay, so now, because I can psych myself out. So now I'm going to just practice doing a little bit of continuous line. So now if you don't have your touch, remember, so there's going to be a real scribble fest here today. So if you don't have your touch, practice drawing a shape. And then I just sneezed right before we came on. And usually when I sneeze, it's 10 in a row. And my eyes are watery right now. Oh my God, I better not sneeze. Okay, so continuous line. Oh God, that is gross, but that's what you need to practice. Okay, so let's come back to this, and I'm still doing line. It looks like tone, but I'm building up the line. Okay, so this is a whole different style. Now, in essence, what I would be doing here is doing this eventually on top of that. Okay, and everything with drawing, in my opinion, has to do with time and style. Okay, so how much time do you have and what's your style? Those are the two big things that you want to take into consideration when you're doing something like this. So if I'm going to do this eye, it's going to take me a while. If I'm going to do this, this is just like a quick, like little couple minute sketch. Okay, so then we can come back into this eye and we can work on it. We can build it. So now I'm going to start to, one teacher could say, okay, well, now what Matt is doing is he's starting to sharpen an edge. Another teacher could say that he's just putting line on top of tone. I'll let you decide what I'm doing here. But in essence, I'm just starting to model a little bit, and I'm starting to be a little bit more deliberate with some of my values. So it's still very soft. Okay, still very soft. I want to be aware of where I want my highlight to be. So I don't want to go too dark with that. Okay, so this paper that I'm using is the Strathmore drawing paper, and I like it. Loving the comparison between the tone and the line. Are you familiar with Dave Mallin's art? No, I'm not. I'll look for him after. Okay, cool. Thank you. Um, so let's go back and build this up. Okay, build it up, build it up. Let's go a little darker around where we want the highlight. So look at this. I don't have any dark on the paper yet. Let's put a dark. Okay, so that's my dark. That's really dark. Okay, that's pure. That's as black as you're going to get with this pencil. You're not going to be able to go any darker than that. So look at how I'm just building. Okay, and I'm building and I'm going slow, and I'm not. Again, you could press down hard if you're doing line. You can be a little trying to show you is when you see people, artists on Instagram or wherever on YouTube, and you look at the piece and it looks really realistic. How do they do that? Well, it's this slow process of working with the middle tones for a very long time. And I kind of relate this to eating your broccoli before you have your candy. Okay, so this is candy because it's an immediate gratification and it's line and it just happens. This is broccoli, so it's taken a little while to kind of make the thing happen. And maybe with this, we're going to use a bunch of different tools. We could use an eraser. Okay, now remember when you draw your eyelashes, do not draw eyelashes like this, where they're going up, up, up with your outline. Don't outline both sides of the lashes. Don't go crazy. So those eyelashes are going to hurt somebody. You don't want to do that. And you certainly don't want to draw a full circle for somebody's eye. The only way you'd see the full circle is if, they were really super surprised. Okay, so this person that I'm drawing here, I'm going to resharpen my pencil. This person that I'm drawing here is just mellow. They're not surprised. They're not angry. They're not happy. They're just kind of looking. So now look at my pencil point. So now the trick is your edges. Okay, and just building up. Notice I'm not doing those lashes yet. I'm saving that. Okay, save that. That's something that comes later. And those lashes look like this when the person is wearing a lot of makeup. Okay. Yeah, broccoli. Okay, I don't like broccoli, and unless it's maybe in some kind of Chinese food that is smothered with all bad stuff. So now, yeah, it's just amazing I was drawing pretty good this week and how I feel today with my hand. Very strange. Okay, so let's just go a value darker now with this paper pencil combo platter. Since we're talking about broccoli, just build it up slowly. You have to be patient and you have to build it up slowly to get that more of that realistic look and feel. Okay, I think my dogs are going to bark very much so. I've got 2 dogs in the office with me right now, sleeping on my chair, but my daughter just got home. And V Vendetta, I've been following your content for so many years. It's great to see you still going. Yeah, thanks, man. This is what I do. And I always, I've been doing art my whole life. Can you guys see me now? Kind of back. We're back. Okay. Good. All clear, Dana. Good. All right. Cool. I'm just checking my computer here. That was weird. Fine now. Okay, good, 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 good. Works for me. Hey, wow. Okay, that's so cool. I literally shut the software. I closed the software, and And then I went to restart it and it says, "Do you want to rejoin?" And I'm like, "Yes." So, okay, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. All my computers are acting very, very weird here today. So yeah, who knows what happens? Computers, right? So let's see where this will take us. So I'm just gonna kind of work a little bit more. I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of cut out. Let me just skip this ad here. I wouldn't be surprised if it cuts out again here today because it's just been acting very, very strange. So I'm gonna go a little longer with that lash. And again, what I'm just trying to do here is super soft, and how I'm blending the shadow right into the white of the eye. Okay, so again, just going back to what we were talking about, you really kind of have to be very patient if you want to do this academic kind of style of art where you want to render a little bit more and you want things to look a little bit softer, a little bit more realistic, because again, this is the instant gratification where you're just doing your line, and that's all good, and I like that. And but today's live stream is just about kind of building up a little bit. So now we can come back into this eye, and let's go one more time, and maybe we're just going to go hold our pencil this way now. Okay, I'm going to outline my highlight. I don't want it sharp. I want this to be super duper soft. We're going to go a little darker underneath the lash area. Okay, just take your time if you like this style of drawing. Okay, and let's just have a gradation on the eye. We'll go a little darker with the pupil. Okay, and just building up very, very, again, I was showing my students every week in class, I have my students share their favorite artist. And one student, Jen, this week from California, she shared her favorite animator. And the animator doesn't really do outlines, they do shapes. And she's like, I can't do shapes. Like, I can only draw with lines. Like, I really want to practice shapes. So what I shared to her was to just do a copy of a drawing from Chris Van Allsburg. Okay, look online, go to Google, and just type in Chris Van Allsburg and then the book Mysteries of Harris Burdick, and just copy one of those drawings and don't use a line and draw the way that I'm drawing right now. And this is how, if you only draw with line, this is how maybe you're going to practice doing stuff with tone. So now I'll slowly maybe build up some lashes, not lashes, the eyebrow hairs. So it's extremely soft and I'm not going dark at all. Okay, so nice and soft. And let's go back to the tear duct area. Don't think I love that, but it is what it is. It shouldn't be white. Let's come in over here and put in just a wee bit of tone. And this is going to come down and kind of connect. Now, the more information you put over here, the older or more tired the person's going to start to look. So just remember that general rule of thumb. If you put more information at the lower eyelid, you're going to make the person look more tired. Okay, so be aware. And so I'm going to go a little darker over here because the lashes should be casting a shadow on that, and maybe just a little darker over here. Have gradations are going to be very, very beneficial. So let's use the other edge of the pencil point and go a little bit darker with that iris. So this is our pupil, highlight, iris. Just get that, and be soft if you want to do this. Yeah, I like to draw this way. A writing grip, I guess that's a good way to say it. But there's times when I'm not feeling it and I hold my pencil further back like this. What you need to do is you need to practice drawing with the writing grip. Okay, scribble, 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 and just practice with your line. So now I'm doing lots of line, not tone. The difference between line and tone is the closer your lines are together, it just becomes tone. So line, line, line. And let's go back to tone. So a little softer. So where you can get a good representation of my line drawings is in the link in the show more part of this video. Just go to my website, MatthewArchambault.com, and go to the figure drawing gallery, and some of the drawings will pop up pretty big there for you. Or just go to my Instagram. If you're addicted to your phone and you only like to browse on your phone, I get that. But if you want to see the drawings a little bit bigger, you can go to, on a desktop, to MatthewArchambault.com, and on my iMac. Is this front or more side view? So this is a little bit more slight. It's not dead on front. It's slightly from the side. So now we can kind of come on down here and do, this is your cheekbone area. Okay, let's just do, this would be really light. I don't want to start destroying that. Okay, and so now it's just a matter of sharpening some things. I need to sharpen the eye a little bit more. Dennis. Uh-oh, it's going down again. Getting choppy. Listen, if the live stream gets choppy, I'm just going to call it a day. So hopefully you got something from this today. I know this is not ideal. It's pretty good right now on, I have YouTube up. It's not bad. Let me know. How we doing? Can somebody tell me? No sound. Wonderful. So I think today is going to be one of those days where it's really not meant to be. It's good for me. Okay, I'll keep going a little bit. Works now. Wow, what is going on? Weird. This must be I'd be very frustrated. Okay. Just building up. Okay, cool. Thank you. Just building up with soft tone. I haven't used any brushes yet. Works good. Okay, good, good, good. So now we can start to build out. So maybe this is going to be where that person's shape of their hair would be. So we can just put a little line over here. I don't know who this person is. And I don't know how I'm doing their hair, but I just start to build out. And maybe we're just going to wisp a little piece of hair in. Okay, so scribble. And this is where your head turns from the front to the side. So we're going to go, okay, thank you, Aura. I'm going to put a little tone over here. So I'm building up, building up. I do want to put down a little bit more tone. It'll look a little bit more natural this way. Okay, so maybe a nice little strand of hair. And a little wisp. That's a pretty small forehead. Maybe a little wisp of hair. And let's just kind of keep, I'm going super, yeah, yesterday was Friday the 13th. It's been awful. It's been raining so much, and today's beautiful, and then it's going to rain again tomorrow. So when you get to this point with the eyebrows, they start to fall